dojdi libele doma na večera, dojdi libele doma na večera, oh libele doma na večera, libele doma na večera, dojdi libele doma na večera, dojdi libele doma na večera, oh libele doma na večera, libele doma na večera. Libele tebe spomenuva, mene gali libele tebe spomenuva, oh libele tebe spomenuva, libele tebe spomenuva, mene gali libele tebe spomenuva, mene gali libele tebe spomenuva, oh libele tebe spomenuva, libele tebe spomenuva. stăpiu dobri, n-aveau mermer cama, da si meri, siva gurguliță. Stăpiu dobri, n-aveau mermer cama, da si meri, siva gurguliță. Stăpiu dobri, n-aveau mermer cama, da si meri, siva gurguliță. Neumeri, siva gurguliță. N-ai-o-meri, cletoto si srce.
I'm connected to Oratnitza, a six-piece band from Bulgaria. It plays quite a lot of traditional instruments, including cajon, bagpipes, flutes, and a big wooden tube, probably a didgeridoo. Is it a didgeridoo?
Yeah, the instruments that I'm playing are didgeridoos. I'm playing two didgeridoos. The one is a slide didgeridoo, and the other one is a static, more traditional instrument.
But you're not Australian. Sorry, it's a Bulgarian band only, right?
Yeah, all of us are only Bulgarians.
Please tell us something about the history, how you came together. I read somewhere that you know each other from busking around 2010 or something.
Yeah, it's 2009. Actually, we met. We have met before, but at first we played 2009. And at first we were busking in different places in Bulgaria and also abroad. And then we decided to make live in a concert in a club. And it turned out to be really successful. So we made it again. And then we started making different events in the clubs. And then we continued on festivals and stuff like that. So until now.
It's an amazing thing that you use traditional instruments to perform in clubs for dancing. What is it? Is it a cultural program in a club, or it looks like something is getting confused here?
Well, it's not a traditional gigs in any way. It's more like a nightclub vibe.
I think that what attracts people is just the thing that you said. Like it's strange that you have this instrument in a club amplified by a microphone and with a lot of bass in it, and you hear this bass is like from a synthesizer, from like digital, but it comes out from this wood, and this is what is attractive.
The Bulgarian singing is something very special in your group, and of course worldwide known is the special sound of Bulgarian singers. Your singers are very good ones, and please tell a bit about it.
Well, our two singers, we met them like 5 years ago, and we decided that we need some members of the band that are more beautiful to put on stage.
Okay.
You can see them.
Everybody will agree, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Now more people come to the concerts to see something beautiful.
But the Bulgarian singing, it also has a special character because of songs that come with the singing, or can you just use it like you want? Is it free to make arrangements for it without violating any traditional rules?
Well, we have the best combination having these singers with us, because they are really traditional. They know, they studied this, and they know how to sing in an authentic way, like the way that tradition has it. And and on the other hand, they are really open to participate in different modern styles and to improvise, because we have worked with different traditional singers, and not every singer can grasp what we want to do with them. So at first they were really shocked what we are doing and the way we do music, but then they liked it, and I hope so. Now this is the combination. If there is something authentic about our music, it's the singing of the girls.
Yeah, authentic or traditional, that is an interesting thing. Are you following a traditional lane? Do you try to be traditional so that, let's say, grannies in the village would say, oh, that's our old traditional music? And at the same time, you include electronic sounds for a different audience? Is it a modern version of traditional music?
Yes, I think that's what it is. But we are not trying to keep it authentic. Actually, we try to interpret the melody. Like, we keep the melody the way it is, but the background and the arrangement behind the melody can be anything. Actually, before that, what we have as recordings of the old folklore music is also interpretation of composers who decided that this is the way that you should present the melody. So we just decided to present the melody in a different way, in more, not say modern, but the way we think is more interesting.
Is it a reincarnation of traditional music?
It's really brave to say this, but for us it is. We can say that. And some of the grannies like it, some of them not.
If your neighbor would ask you, what are you doing? Yeah, if, let's say, he's a businessman, not a music person, what would you tell then? Well, you're musicians, of course, yeah, but what kind of music? You're not opera. You're not how to say, a wedding band. What is it?
I often receive that question from different kinds of people. It's always hard to explain it. The music is something abstract for me. You should just listen it and feel it. It's difficult to explain it. Maybe I can try to say what kinds of instruments we're using, that we're mixing folklore with traditional instruments from other continents, but it's really hard to explain what you're feeling during listening that music.
Where's your repertoire coming from, the songs?
Well, the songs, we actually, mainly the songs that we like about our folklore, that we don't choose them like from a certain book and let's take this and that. It's some of the songs that we know, and some of the songs that we like. At first, when we started the band, we wanted to do drum and bass, so we needed some fast songs. And a lot of the fastest songs that we know in the folklore, they come from Western Bulgaria. For example, I play the kaval, and it comes from Eastern Bulgaria, where the songs are slower. So we decided we will do a slower beats under it. And we actually choose them the way that they provoke something in our imagination, how we can mix it with different beats that we like from the modern music.
Sorry. Watching your band on stage, it looks more like a rock band, very tough, very strong group. Is it like that? Are you kind of a, how to say, family, also private, you live together or something?
You mean the band, if we feel like a family?
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot of arguments, and we have big scandals.
So it's probably family, yeah.
Like family.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we are on a stage, I feel like we are more like a gang, like because that's the feeling that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
With the sound and you know.
I want to imagine how you work. Would you rehearse every week, maybe many days, more than one day, or how does it happen? How is Oratnitza operating?
We are trying to do that, but also everybody plays in different projects, and we are together in different projects also instead of depends. So we meet each other kind of almost every week, let's say, or every day. It depends when we have more gigs and stuff. So basically we work together all the time.
We meet, but it doesn't mean that we rehearse. We just have time together.
Yeah.
Are you all professional musicians, or do you do other jobs besides to survive? And
Some of us have jobs outside of the music, live music, or outside of Oratnitza. But basically everyone has a second emploi, should I say. For instance, our vocal is a priest by profession. Maybe only the singers are strictly and only singers.
Corona makes it all difficult for musicians to tour, to have concerts, to, well, everything, to meet, sometimes even to rehearse. How do you get along with the coronavirus?
Well, we actually were at first a bit shocked, like maybe everyone else, how to do it. Like we need to adapt to the new thing. At first, it was a bit like a crisis because a lot of our gigs and our dates in advance were cancelled. A lot of concerts, like a whole tour, was cancelled. But slowly, I think we got used to it. We made another song which we really like. So we found out that we could work from distance, and that we could pass on. Like the girls record something, they send it to me, I do something, and we arrange it from a distance. And after that, we could perform the new stuff. So I guess that even if it continues, we could do our music. So it's not that big of a crisis right now.
Well, yeah, I wish you a successful participation in Womex, and I think that's about it. That was the 10 minutes with Oratnitza, a band performing in, no, not performing, but virtually performing in a showcase festival of Womex 20. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.